Topic of today is male accountability. Male accountability. Because I feel like for some reason men don't want to accept this. A lot of people will say that it's women who don't want to accept it. You know what I mean? It's women who don't want to accept accountability. It's women who are in denial. It's women this, it's women that. And the reason why I'm making this video is because do you want to hear what sounds good or do you want to hear what you need to hear? As men, are you going to be like women and just want to hear what sounds good, or are you going to how could I say this? Eat this crow. Because none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not making this video because I'm perfect or blameless or guiltless. None of that. I make the videos like this because it's topics that people don't want to talk about, but they need to talk about. Now, on the Kevin Samuels page, not YouTube, but Facebook page, some guy said something about, he said black women, even though it's all women. This is another thing about black dudes that I don't understand why y'all don't get it. Y'all gonna find out the hard way. You keep thinking that it's only black women and you're gonna find out the hard way, because that right there is letting me know that you by default think because another woman is or a woman is another race that you're good, you're in the clear. And that's not true. It's simply not true. It's all of them. I told you before in videos, the difference is the black woman blatantly displays the so-called female nature or the feminism bullshit. She doesn't hide it. But the other women are doing it too. They're just hiding it. They just go a different way about it. Becky will give you head and cook your sandwich and still be plotting or messing with your other dude. Matter of fact, she probably wouldn't go sleep with another dude, then come home and cook and shit. As opposed to most black chicks, go sleep with another guy, come home, argue with you, and not cook you shit. But which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the one that you can clearly see, like, this relationship is about to be over, man? Might as well just go ahead and call it a day. Or would you rather have the one that is acting like nothing is wrong, but doing the same shit? And then you gonna get, would you rather get hit by a punch that's coming or one that you didn't, punch that you knew was coming and you kind of could roll with it, or would you rather get hit by the punch you didn't see coming? Plain and simple, man. So go ahead and think this shit. But anyways, back to what I was saying. He said black women openly sleep, share baby daddies, blah, blah, blah. Well, doesn't that mean men are openly sharing shit? See, the problem with men, I'm going to keep saying it. I get it. If you want to sleep with a lot of women, you're the man, right? You're the man because you sleep with a lot of women. But to me, only if those women are top tier women. If you're just sleeping around with a bunch of women, that's not no pimp shit to me. I'm sorry. Because you're sleeping around with women that everybody else is sleeping around with. So how does that make you special? It's quite frankly nasty if you ask me. Now, if I'm not saying I agree, but if you're a guy that's pulling top quality chicks, and let's just hypothetically say they all fuck with you, then you the man, dog. I give it. You the man. I can't even hate you. If that's what you want to do and you're able to do it, I can't hate you. But if you're just out doing the same shit that y'all judge, that men judge females for, like just being promiscuous with any guy and shit, it doesn't make you any different just because you're a male. And that's the problem with men. They think because they're a man that it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay, man. Why would you put your shit in a garbage can? Would you put your shit, your private part, in a garbage can? No. So, she just girl that I fucked. You can't look at it that way. You got to be like, man, I'm only fucking with women I desire. And until then I'm not fuck with women. Or I'll be like Pac, penitentiary. Like Pac said, go back to penitentiary days. Because if not, you all gonna die. You know the video. And that's the way it's gotta be, because what if you end up getting that girl pregnant by accident or something? Would you rather get a woman pregnant that you actually desire and know? Or would you rather just get a girl pregnant that you didn't want in your life and all this other shit? And sometimes don't even know, and now you're stuck. See, men, the reason why is this. It's if you want to sleep around, fine. If you don't want to sleep around, you want one woman, fine. That's not the point. The point is this, though. I try to make shit so men can dodge bullets. But I have to come off like I'm judgmental, because I have to touch the shit that they don't want to hear. So most men are not going to fuck with the page or click off or some other shit and go listen to somebody else tell them what they want to hear instead of what they need to hear. You know what I mean? But I could care less if you sleep with a bunch of women or not. That's not my point of making the videos. My point of making the videos is the traps that come with it. You know what I mean? The bad things that come with that shit, man. So guess what? Accountability is one of the most underrated things when it comes to being a man. Accountability. You got to hold yourself accountable. You think Kobe Bryant got better if he didn't hold himself accountable? He didn't succeed always, right? I'm sure he probably sucked at first. Like, man, I suck, man. I got to get better. What if he didn't? What about a rapper that didn't hold themselves accountable and say, man, my music is good. Y'all just hating. Y'all not buying my shit because y'all just hating. You know what I mean? But the rapper realized, you know what? I got to step this shit up. Same thing with the females. Oh, y'all don't want to fuck with me? That's all right. Must not be good enough yet. Let me step my game up and get colder. But when I do, I'm not going to fuck with you because I'm going to be on a higher level than you. So it is what it is. Take me on this level, or take me on this level and roll to the fucking moon, or you can stay on that level or decline whatever the fuck you got going on. Take it or leave it. Because if you don't take it, next time you see me, I'm having more money. My body gonna look better. I'm gonna be a sharper mind. All that. So you better take it now. You know, and if you don't, it's too late. I'm gonna be able to get better women than you. So that's why men gotta hold themselves accountable. If not, you're doing what women do. Why do y'all think so many women are in a messed up position? Should I say females? Because I think women hold themselves accountable. Females, not all females do. Let's just say this. For example, there's a difference between women and females in this video. So I'm gonna say, if I say women, I might not mean to, but if I do say women and use it correctly, I'm talking about the ones that are really grown and make good decisions and shit like that and hold themselves accountable. Now, when I say females, that's basically just females. They're not women right now. That's why they don't hold themselves accountable. Real women hold themselves accountable. But why do y'all think the so-called females are in the position in life that they're in? Do you think that it's just by misfortune? Nah, man. A lot of it has to do with not holding themselves accountable, man. If a woman holds herself accountable, says I'm a little overweight, let me do something about this, or I had a baby by the wrong guy, a bad boy, let me not do this, or I like bad boys for some reason, aka men who really don't give a fuck about me. Let me try to figure out why I don't like the guys that actually do want to try to fuck with me. You know what I mean? It's holding yourself accountable. You know, or it's the type of guys that I like. It's not men. And it's basically the same shit. Until I actually switch up a little bit with my preference and actually like different men, then I'm going to suffer. If a woman don't hold herself accountable, she'll go through that loop all her fucking life. All her life. People who know the most shit in life listen. And you know why they listen? Because at some point, somewhere in their mind, they're holding themselves accountable to not knowing everything. Some people can't do it. It's kryptonite to them. They can't fathom that they don't know everything, and they can learn off of people. Sometimes you might know more than a person that you learn something off of. Quote unquote, know more than them in life. But they might still teach you something. You might be doing better than them in life. They still can teach you shit, man. A kid can teach you something. Believe it or not. But, you know, all this women having kids out of wedlock and blah, 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 and then acting like men aren't guilty of it, that's craziness to me. And I understand that men feel like they got to defend men because women are defending women and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, don't deal with those women. Don't deal with the women who don't get it. Don't deal with the women who want to act like other women ain't doing shit out here and want to ignore it, not hold themselves accountable and keep codes and shit. You got options. You got the option at least, if you don't have options of women, you got the option at least not settling for that shit and just dealing with yourself, loving yourself. Gotta hold yourself accountable, man. And I know a lot of people not gonna do that, and that's why you're not gonna reach your full potential. So the choice is on you. You say, you don't know what he's talking about in that video, fuck that nigga. Okay, that's your choice. But I know that by how I got to where I'm at in life, a lot of accountability had to be held. I had to hold myself accountable for a whole lot of shit. And still do to this day. And will never stop. You gotta be your biggest critic. Why worry about what women are doing when I need to be worried about what I'm doing? I only worry about what women are doing so I know what women not to fuck with. That's it. Not because I want to try to stop them from doing what they're doing and all this other shit. They're not going to stop what they're doing. Some may, but for the most part, they're doing what they do because they want to do it. And ain't nobody going to stop that. So why even focus on that? Why even sit around complaining about how women are? Or how most women are? Why? Especially when there's women that's not like that. Become the man that gets one of them. Because truth be told, if you're going to get a solid, genuine, solid woman that ain't stupid and just fucking anybody and shit, you're going to have to become a certain type of criteria guy. No way around it. She has standards. And I ain't talking about the ones who have standards and don't even hold them to them damn selves. We're not talking about them. Again, they should be irrelevant. Why do they matter? They don't. They don't matter. They don't like good guys, good, solid guy. Okay, if you're a solid, good guy, why, who cares? Who cares? Millions of women all over this motherfucker, and I'm worried about women who don't like good guys. Why would I do that? I'm worried about women who don't like men who are on their shit. Why would I do that? Every woman's not going to make it, dog. A lot of women going to fall by the sword, just like a lot of men. You can't save them all. Some of them don't want to be saved. So why are you trying to waste all that energy on them when you need to be focusing on what you're doing as a man? What am I doing wrong or right? You only focus on them, again, so you know what type of women to deal with. That's it. But in the process, you also got to hold men accountable. Because if you don't, you're going to end up one of those guys. This is how women end up one of those females. They act like the shit that women do, that y'all complain about, that men complain about, they act like that women aren't doing this shit, or it's no big deal, or it's okay for women to do it, just not for men to do it. Notice, the women that be picking the, I ain't gonna go there with that, I don't think. But just notice that they got every explanation and answer for how men should be and this and that, but when it comes to the females themselves, they have no answers. They just act like it's not true and it doesn't exist and all this and all that. And that's going to be their demise. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all in this video, man. By denying and not holding yourself accountable is actually your demise. If you don't believe me, look at a lot of women who deny truth and deny their behaviors and their actions, their behaviors, their choices. They act like they not wrong, or they just don't care, or they do what feels better. Look where they at. That's all I can tell you. So the choice is on you, dog. You can get offended because, you know, somebody's saying something. It's a man's fault too, that women are pregnant all over here, all over the world, and the guy's nowhere to be found. You can get offended and say, but it's the woman, she let him do it and this and that. Yeah, you're right, but guess what? A man still did it too. So what is the purpose of pointing the finger at just the female when men are getting these women pregnant? See, what I got to do as a man is figure out how I'm not a woman, so I don't got to worry about a man getting me pregnant. What I need to worry about is how I don't become that man that got this so-called single mother or whatever pregnant. Since y'all claim they're so bad, you know, once they have a kid by somebody. So why do you even care what they got going on anyway? This is why I don't get. If you don't want a woman with kids, why are you worried about them? It don't make sense. Too much energy focused on the wrong shit. When you focus your energy and effort and shit like that on the wrong shit, you take on other shit, you take away from yours. You take away from you, putting it on you. I thought this shit was about you. I thought it was about you self-improving, not about women. That's the problem though, ain't it? A lot of dudes, it's about women, it ain't about them. And that's why they would rather cry over a woman who don't even want a good guy, or cry over a woman who got 10 kids by somebody, you know, or all this and all that. All the shit they complain about, they'd rather cry over that instead of saying, you know what, let me become a better guy so I can get a better girl. Because all women ain't gonna be good, so why would you? It's like they trying to change the world and make all women good. That's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. This is what women do. Don't this sound familiar? Cry and complain till I'm blue in the face about how so-called men are so bad, instead of improving as a woman, disengaging from the so-called men I complain about, right? Become a better woman and attract a good guy. The reason why this shit's going on is because people's attraction is based off of bullshit. It's based off of how someone looks or tattoos on the body or some dumb shit. Because if not, you wouldn't even care about those type of females or males if you're a female. You know what I mean? You wouldn't care. You know why you care? Because you like the bad girl. You want the bad girl. It's apparent. See, you can't say women are guilty of liking the bad guy, whatever the fuck that is, even though it's really just a guy that doesn't really want the woman or commitment. So he's bad for her, not a bad person. But you can't say that women are guilty of liking the bad guy, getting pregnant by the bad guy, etc., etc., and then you turn around and do the same shit. How do I know you're doing the same shit? Because you're worried about them bad women and what they're doing. This is why it's mandatory a lot of times that red pill communities and shit like that need to start touching on the good qualities in females. Not just the bad. We got to figure out, okay, we know about the bad, so what's the good shit to look for in a woman? Nobody want to do that though. Why? Because all they focusing on is looks. Because a lot of times the good looking woman is the rotten one. The one that thinks it's all about her, etc., etc. What the fuck? Oh, okay. A lot of times, and the reason why she's that way, I'm going to tell you why she's that way. Because she got so many options. And she probably thinks she can do better than you. So therefore, she's not going to give you that royalty treatment. She thinks she can do better than you. If she didn't think she could do better than you, I promise you, the so-called good-looking woman who y'all complain about so much, I promise you she will cooperate and be good for you. But she just thinks she can do better than you, man. She thinks she can get NBA superstars or something. It just is what it is. And she's not going to settle. Because in her eyes it's settling. It might not truly be settling, but in her, because you might be on a way better level than her, like. But in her eyes it is settling. Until she's older and younger draft picks are getting the choosing signals and she's not. That's when she'll settle for you. Because she thinks you're good enough now. Since she wasn't good enough for them. Is that what y'all want? You want a woman that thinks you're good enough because them guys didn't think she was good enough? Now she thinks you're good enough because the other guys didn't think, should I say? Now she thinks you're good enough because the other guys didn't think she was good enough. You want that? And keep in mind, she more than likely slept with him because a woman can sleep with any man she wants. So if she wanted the men, keyword want, right? She wanted him, so she probably slept with him, and they didn't want her back. So not only are you dealing with a woman who didn't think you was good enough until other men didn't think she was good enough, you're also dealing with the fact that those men who didn't think she was good enough, who knows what they did for her. Here you go, nice guy. I ain't gonna say nice guy. Here you go, guy that don't know your worth. Because you could be a nice guy, ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't buy that shit that they want the bad boy and all that. Who is they? Okay, the bad women do want bad guys. And? So? Let them fall by the sword. Why are you trying to help them? She gonna fall by the sword right along with the so-called bad dudes who make poor decisions in life. You trying to help them though. For what? Man, they gonna fall by the sword. I'm trying to find, I don't take this blatantly how I'm gonna say it, but they falling by the sword. I'd rather try to find a woman who's not falling by the sword like me, and we looking down at them like, shit, I'm glad we didn't do that. We got lucky. Shit, we dodged bullets. Looking down at their demise. You know what I mean? Because we made the right decisions. You can only make the right decisions by holding yourself accountable to the wrong ones. There's no other way around it. You can't say I'm gonna make right decisions to do better in life, but not hold myself accountable. I'm gonna lose weight, but I'm not gonna say I'm fat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get more money, but I'm not gonna act like I'm broke or say I'm broke or whatever. Y'all get the point, man. So with that being said, man, accountability is a must. Start holding yourself to it, man. Don't take it as an offense. When people start talking about stuff that you might not really want to hear, like, you know what, I don't really want to hear this shit, but you know what? I'm going to listen to it and see what I get from it. I ain't trying to hear what he's saying. You know what I mean? But you know what? Every time I listen to people talk about shit I don't really want to hear, it's a gem benefit in my life somewhere, either soon or later. You know how they say you gotta love the grind and the self-improvement or you won't make it type shit? Well, you gotta love that hearing shit that you don't want to hear type shit too. Once you understand the benefits of that, you'll always invite it. Even from the haters and shit, whatever, you always invite it. Doesn't mean you always gonna agree, whatever, but you're not gonna run away from the truth. Or call people judging you or haters and this and that. Even if they are haters or judging, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it ain't that though. Sometimes it's just the truth you need to hear. So, you know, I feel like men are falling in this space that they're becoming like females, denying their shit, their role in this bullshit. Because men have a role in this bullshit of women being the way they are. It ain't just women just by default being the way they are just cause. Men have a big role in this. And the men who are sleeping around with the women are going to get mad at the video, right? Because it might offend them or some shit. Because they're guilty. Then you got the so-called nice guy who ain't really guilty. Gonna get mad because he can't handle the truth. He want to blame women. He can't handle the truth. It's actually his same gender that got a lot to do with it. It's no different than vice versa. When you're a man looking on the outside and you're looking at the female situation, you be like, y'all in denial, man. Y'all in denial like a motherfucker. Y'all just stick together and stick up for what y'all want to stick up for. Well, it's the same thing. Two wrongs ain't making no right. I'm not sticking up for male gender. Actually, by me exposing the truth and telling men to hold themselves accountable, that is sticking up for male gender. Acting like nothing's wrong and men don't need to improve and do better, that's not sticking up for male gender. That's allowing men to become more simps and more victims. For instance, if I say most women are treating you men bad because your standards is only she look good and sex. A lot of men ain't gonna like that, but that's the truth. They don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. If your standards was higher, a woman would have to comply in order to get in your life or goodbye. It's that simple. She would have to comply to be in your life or goodbye. Bars. But nobody want to do that. Nobody want a big discipline and none of that. Because a man thinks, well, she just fuckable. It's okay for a man to do that. It's really not. It's really not okay for a man to just, I don't really like her at all. You know, I don't desire her at all, but I'm fuck. That's not good. Now, if you desire the chick you fucking with, what can I say? But if you don't, and you just doing it just cause you another, so that's craziness. Ain't worth it, dog. Would you put your shit in the trash can is what I want to know. Because if a woman you don't desire, I ain't gonna say they're equivalent to a trash can, but they have no value to you because you don't desire them, right? So why you putting your... Don't make sense, man. And then turn around and tell women how wrong they are for sleeping with bad men, trash men. See what I mean? This is what I mean by holding yourself accountable. I gotta fix my yard. I gotta mow my yard first. I can't worry about what the women are doing out here. I only want to know the women so I know who not to let in my yard. Once I mow my yard, or as I'm mowing it, aka building my life. That's it. My job is to analyze what woman I can let in my yard. Not worry about what she doing over in her yard and my yard just been neglected. Growing snakes and every fucking thing in that motherfucker. But I'm looking over the fence worried about the other women's yards. Man, fuck that. Big ass python about to bite your ass and you were looking over there worried about her ass. It's ridiculous. Not worth it, dog. You gotta look at your own line, man. Most importantly, look at your own line. That's the only line you can control. Oh, you want to be bad bitches? All right, over there. Oh, you think you're a man and you don't want to listen to a man? Or you want to have the same authority that God gave me as a man? Over there. Oh, you like bad boys? Over there. Oh, you say I'm not sexually attractive because I don't want to put tattoos on my body, smoke weed, and drink and all this other shit, and say nigga every 1,000 sentences every second over there. Oh, you don't want a guy to actually text back and shows that he cares, and because you think it's thirsty or boring or some other shit over there. See what I mean? You get them out the way. Because you're supposed to be self-improving. And you ain't got no time for a woman to collapse that empire, dog. The woman has to qualify for your empire. I ain't saying the girl gotta be perfect, dog, but you know what's right. Obviously, men know what's right and wrong. They clearly know what's wrong with a woman because they talk about it every day. So you know about it, but what you gonna do about it? You're gonna use that power and knowledge that the Most High has revealed to you about females on just blah, 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 blah? Or you actually gonna use that shit to your advantage of what? Dodging them. God gives you blueprint to dodge the bullets. Here's what these bullets look like, aka the bad women, and what they do. They like bad men, etc., etc. Now, dodge them. But y'all want to stay in way of gunfire. The devil shooting bullets straight at you at boom, boom, boom. You want to stay in there. All kind of bad women, devil shooting at you. You want to stand there or worry about what they... Man, come on, man. These bullets, the so-called bad women, that hit this dude 5 times, and you trying to pull the bullets out because you think they some special bullets. And he don't want the bullets out. He likes the bad women. You over here trying to pull the bullets out of him. Let him die. Or you get hit with the bad bullets, the bad woman, right? And you just gonna complain about the bullet. You ain't gonna pull the motherfucker out your body. Out your life. Oh shit, that's a bad bullet and I got hit by it. Let me get this out of here before it causes more damage. But that's not what y'all doing. Y'all worry about the bad bullets, man. And if you're not careful, it can cost you your life. It may not cost you your life physically. It could, but it might not be physically. It could be financially, mentally. This is what happens when you deal with those bad bullets. And you don't go see the doctor. The doctor done told you. And the doctor, aka the Most High, healed you up after you done got hit with them bullets the last time from the bad chick. And what do? I'm gonna go out and get hit by some more bullets. The Most High told you to wear the bulletproof vest. What is the vest? The knowledge of knowing good from evil. Females, good women, evil women. But you didn't want to wear that vest after you already been hit. You nearly died last time from them women. They had you suicidal. But what'd you do? What'd you do? And if you're wondering why I can look at this and drive, it's because I'm behind a stupid ass tractor that goes 5 miles per hour. Stupid shit. I hate it. What'd you do when you nearly died, man? Or what you gonna do? Because some of y'all going through it right now. You on the table getting operated on right now by the Most High. He's showing you the bullets. He's pulling them out of you. You might not feel it yet, but you healing. But some of y'all put, give me them bullets back. What is that? Run right back to the girl. I need head. Run right back to the narcissist. I'm scared. Run back to the narcissist. I'm ugly. Nobody wants me. Run back to the narcissist. All women are the same. Run right back to the narcissist. Instead of trusting the Most High in yourself. As a man, you're a leader. I can't worry about what other... You think people who lead empires are worried about what other people are doing? I own a company. I'm going to worry about a guy that doesn't want to show up for work. Nah, he's going to be gone. You don't stoop yourself down to him and try to figure out why, and hey, help me, man, come on, man. Please come up to work, and fuck that. Same thing with the women. I'm not gonna worry about why they do what they do. They gonna keep doing it. That's the beauty of it, though. This is what y'all don't get. The beauty of it is all women ain't good, which means when you do get good women, right, it's even better. It's even better. If all women was the same, or all women was good, should I say, then it wouldn't probably hit as hard. It wouldn't hit as good when you find one that's actually good. And it ain't gonna be easy. And that's another thing. People ain't willing to take that ride. They're not willing to take that ride. But if I only deal with women that are good, then my hoe rate goes from, even though a good woman ain't a hoe, then I'm just giving y'all an example, then my hoe rate goes from 100 to 10. Oh well, 10 quality women that are better than them 100. Problem is, y'all LeBron James thinking instead of Michael Jordan thinking. Quality over quantity. Okay, you got 40,000 points, but I already did that and got 6 titles and been retired damn near 20 years. I did it in a shorter period. Not knocking LeBron James, I'm just saying. People think that more women equal better. It don't. I'd rather have one solid chick than deal with 10 different chicks that ain't solid, giving me headaches and scratching your cars up and all kind of shit, man. 10 bullets. So when you get hit with these bullets, which would you rather have? The most high pull 1 bullet out or 10, motherfucker? Or maybe you can't pull that with God. You're gonna need God. So I ain't gonna say that. But would you rather God pull out them 10 bullets or that 1 bullet if shit go left? Because nobody's perfect, and there's a good chance that it's probably going to go left. But with a good woman, it's not, like if you have a kid by a good woman and it don't work out, it ain't going to be this, I'm going to get him for this, I'm going to get him for that. She's a good woman, dog. Well, none of them are that. Man, there are some good women. If you're a good man, you say you're a good man, right? There got to be good women. That's the same thing they say about us. There ain't no good men, but yet all I hear and see is good men crying about how women are doing them wrong, right? So somebody lying. Somebody lying out here. There are good women. The problem is this. What you like and what you desire is the issue. You got to check that first. Why do I got to have a woman with green eyes and a big ass and light skinned? Do I really need that? Do I want that, or do I want the good woman that actually likes me? That is still attractive. She might not be light-skinned with big ass and green eyes and shit, but she still got a big ass. She just this complexion, and she's still fine as hell. Yeah, I'll take that. Y'all not doing that, though. I'll take that 7, because that 7 ultimately is really a 10. I'll take that 7 that thinks I'm a king instead of that 10 that thinks I'm a herd peasant. Fuck that. What? And that little 3%, man. And the thing is, the 10 that you think's a 10, she can't be a 10. If she thinks you are a peasant, she can't be a 10 by default. How can a woman see? Yeah, looks wise she might be a 10. But that's the problem. Y'all only going off her looks. You got to look at the whole fucking package. She can't be a 10 if she thinks I'm a peasant. By default. How? She can't be a 10 for me. Now, the next guy that she thinks is a king, she could be a 10 for him, but not for me. And this is why y'all don't. This is what people ain't getting, man. Oh, but I want to fuck her so bad. The sex ain't gonna be that good because she don't think you're a king. You're better off getting a woman that want to suck you till you're dead. That that 7 that thinks you're a king. Why would you deal with this 10? She only want to kiss your dick. Too short. try to get head, she just kissed my dick type shit. People gotta understand that you can't choose who, you can choose who you love, but you can't choose who love you. If the goal is love, or, you know, to be treated right, since that's what everybody complain about, how bad women and men are, if that's the goal, to be treated right, then you're going to have to deal with people who see you as, first of all, you got to deal with people who actually want commitment and love and shit, because everybody don't want that. You got to find that, and then you got to make sure that they see you number one. And until then, everything else is irrelevant. And keep self-improving, because at some point, you're going to stand out so far from the other men. Just like if a woman self-improves instead of falling by the sword and always got to have a boyfriend type shit, if she say, fuck that, I'm going to fall back for a while and self-improve, she's going to stand out as a woman. So you want to stand out as a man. So let them not keep picking you. The more they don't pick you, the more you got time to self-improve without having to worry about making a woman happy too. So now you got even more energy that you can put into your self-improvement. Because once you get a woman that you like a shit, now you got to put energy into her too. So, okay, y'all don't like me, bad. I'm on this level. I'm on level, let's say the level 1 through 10. I'm on level 3. You know, Jay-Z and them's 10. Let's say they 10 type shit. All right, the women don't like me. I'm on level 3. They don't like me. That's fine. Now I'm gonna keep leveling up. And let's say I'm able to get to like level 8 because I was single. I only had to focus on myself, etc., etc. Now it don't even matter about them women down there no more. That was on that level. They're irrelevant now. And I was able to get up to level 8, my nigga. So who cares? Okay, y'all don't like me. That's fine. I'm gonna keep self-improving. Not saying that you stop if you do get a girl on that level 2. You still should self-improve, but the point is it's going to be so much easier because you can focus all on you. You ain't got to try to make the woman happy too. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying if you get a woman, you're going to have to take some of that self-improvement focus and energy and all that shit, and you're going to have to give some of that to that female. The problem with women is they break up with a guy and they got other men in their face and they just take the next one that they like. They don't take time to themselves and self-improve. So, you know, eventually, you know, they keep getting done wrong by men and they keep ruining their worth. And then now a woman who could have potentially been a 10, a real 10, not just looks all over the across the packet. You know what I mean? She could have been a real 10, but she could have been Beyonce, but now she got to settle for Felicia because she allowed men to destroy her worth and herself by not falling back. You know, she always had to have a man in her life and shit. You know, that's another thing that people need to hold themselves accountable for. Like, maybe I need to take a break from women for a while, or men for a while, you know what I mean? So I ain't gonna keep going on, man. But I'll talk to y'all next time. Hold yourselves accountable, man. Even if it hurts. Because the truth hurts. But it don't hurt worse than the lies. And what is the lies? Denying the truth, acting like the truth's not the truth. That's a lie. Literally, acting like the truth is not the truth is literally a lie. You don't want that. You don't want it. I'm out of here.